How close are they to preventing you from running for office?
Tucker, they are actually very close.
They're alleging that, quote, Cawthorn is constitutionally disqualified from public office under the 14th Amendment to the Constitution based on reasonable suspicion that he's helped facilitate the January 6, 2021 insurrection.
January 6th is fast approaching. The future of this republic hinges on the actions of a solitary few. Get ready. The fate of a nation rests on your shoulders, yours and mine. Let's show Washington that our backbones are made of steel and titanium. It's time to fight.
But this is the congressman on that date, January 6th, 2021.
Hold your representatives accountable. Make sure that they stood up for election integrity and make your voices heard. My friends, I want you to chant with me so loud that the cowards on Washington, D.C. that I serve with can hear you.
Why they're saying that this is a viable choice in North Carolina is because of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution.
No person shall be a senator or representative of Congress or hold any office who are previously taking an oath, and the key part here is, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof.
I think that the evidence points very strongly to Cawthorn being disqualified, and that the panel that conducts the hearing will find that, as will the State Board of Elections, and if Cawthorn chooses to appeal to the court system, that they would agree.
The case against Madison Cawthorn is intriguing on many levels. Hello everybody, I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. The petition to block Cawthorn's name from appearing on the 2022 primary ballot is based on the 14th Amendment's Section 3. The amendment was drafted in 1866 and ratified in 1868, and Section 3 is the provision that, among other things, disqualified Confederates who had held state and federal posts before the Civil War from holding certain state and federal posts after the Civil War. Based on the section's broad terms, legal experts say it is clearly in play for anybody who has engaged in insurrection or rebellion. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has never ruled on a Section 3 case, and all the lower court precedents are over 100 years old. What exactly is an insurrection? What does it mean to engage in one? Who is empowered to enforce Section 3? And given the section's constitutional status, is it limited or constrained by the First Amendment and other parts of the Constitution, or does the 14th Amendment Section 3 transcend them all? Madison Cawthorn's legal team has launched an aggressive defense, and while the law may be subject to interpretation, the facts are clear. Madison Cawthorn is an insurrection apologist. He has described the detained rioters as political hostages and political prisoners, and has said that if he knew where they were incarcerated, he'd like to bust them out. At a speech last summer, he said, quote, "The Second Amendment was not written so that we can go hunting or shoot sporting clays. The Second Amendment was written so that we can fight against tyranny. If our election systems continue to be rigged and continue to be stolen, then it's going to lead to one place, and it's bloodshed. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes your duty. We all need to be storing up some ammunition." And on television, Cawthorn has claimed the FBI helped carry out January the 6th.
We need to abolish the January 6th committee. We need to use it to start investigating what really happened. How many FBI agents were in that crowd? Who was the ones that actually first breached the doors?
I just want the truth to come out, because I believe we have some very high-ranking, very vile and evil and unpatriotic officials in our federal government.
I'm not sure Madison Cawthorn should be throwing around the words vile, evil, and unpatriotic. In my view, he is unfit to hold federal office. And whether the courts keep him off the ballot or the voters of his district realize how repulsive he is and vote him out, Congress would be far better served without him.